Hey guys, I'm Michael Allen for TravelCostaRicaNow.com. TravelCostaRicaNow.com is a travel agency, but we can also help you move down here as well. We know people. We're like you guys having best friends who live in Costa Rica, who know Costa Rica, totally helping you out. So go to TravelCostaRicaNow.com, fill out the 4-minute form, or just email us and we'll see what we can do for you. Man, this one's a good video, guys. This is a good video. This is a must-see video. This is a share video. This is that kind of video. I don't always make must-see videos, but this is one of those. Trust me. So you made the decision. You made the decision. Now, whether you should have made the decision is another video, but we're going to say you made the decision to move to Costa Rica. You made the decision to live in Costa Rica. Now you got to find a rental property in Costa Rica. Maybe you're buying property in Costa Rica. Maybe you're even buying a car or a motorcycle. This video is for you. I'm going to tell you 5 things, 5 rules you must absolutely do to not get ripped off in Costa Rica. Okay? Yes, I am looking down. This video is so important. I've actually got notes. So if you see me looking down, I'm looking at notes. I just want to be transparent on that. Okay? But I'm telling you, if you follow these 5 things, this video can literally save you hundreds, if not thousands of dollars. Okay? Now, you might feel, hey man, when you see that I can save you that much money, you might want to show some love my way. All right. Okay. You're going to know what I'm talking about here in the next minute. And you're going to think you might know what this is all about. You're going to go, Michael, I know about this. You don't need to tell me. No, you don't. And yes, I do. You need to stay to the end of this video. Not all videos I do, you have to stay to the end. This one, you need to watch the entire thing. Trust me, okay? Trust me on this. Now, you're going to hear 2 words. Some of you are familiar with, some of you are not familiar with. Ticos. Ticos are what Costa Ricans call themselves. It is not a derogatory term. Ticos. So you're going to hear me say Ticos. It's Costa Ricans. The other side is gringos. And gringos is basically everybody else. North Americans, Europeans, whatever. Those are gringos. So when I say gringo, I'm talking about pretty much everybody that's not Costa Rican, except for maybe people in Central America, because this video is probably going to apply to most places in Central America, if not the world. Okay, so what we're going to be talking about is gringo pricing. So what is gringo pricing? Basically what it is the thinking of a Tico or a Costa Rican to go, you guys got more money, so you should pay more money for goods and services that we have. We're not going to pay that much, but we're going to charge you that much. It's almost like a privilege, an arbitrary, super secretive tax for foreigners. I don't know. So it's not what's listed. It's not what the sale price is or what it says. We pay more. That's gringo pricing. Okay. Now it's also, we're not talking about vacationing here. Everything's gringo price vacationing. That's like anywhere in the world that's a tourist spot. Everything is gringo priced or tourist priced. Everything's higher, obviously. So a gringo that comes here might pay, let's say, 2,000 colones for a beer, where somebody that lives here pays maybe 1,200 or 1,000 colones. So that's gringo pricing in a sense, but that's in any tourist destination in the world. So we're not talking about people vacationing here. That's another thing. This is about people that are going to move here, who want to live here, who want to buy property. You need to find real estate. Those people. We're talking about that gringo pricing, okay? Now, 99.9% of all gringos who live in Costa Rica have been gringo priced at least once, and usually in a big way, which is kind of what we're going to talk about. Now, there's three types of gringos who have been gringo priced. The ones who admit it, like me, I've got gringo priced so bad it's almost embarrassing, and you can see those videos. So I admit it, I was taken big time. So now there's also the second type. They're too embarrassed, man. They can't admit to it. Not me. I was never Gringo Pricing. Then there's the third type. Actually, probably the lethal of the three is the ones that are oblivious to the fact that they were Gringo priced. And the reason that's kind of scary is those are the people that tell their friends or their friends, and they give them to the people that actually Gringo priced them in the beginning. I don't know, go figure. Most people figure out eventually, if you live here long enough, that you were Gringo priced. Some don't, some don't. So here's the problem, or the first problem. The first problem is you can be Gringo priced before you even step foot in Costa Rica. And that's via the internet. And we're going to get to that here in a minute. But you haven't even been in Costa Rica basically yet to live or, find a rental property or whatever, and you're already being Gringo priced on the internet. And again, we'll get into that in a second. So here's the problem. So you're trying to find a rental property. You want to buy a house or a car or motorcycle, because those are the first things you do when you get here. It's usually the biggest of the purchases, right? Car, motorcycle, property, finding a rental. Those are the biggest ones. And unfortunately, you're not really that savvy enough at that time. And those are probably where the biggest mistakes occur, right there in the beginning, doing those three things. We're not talking about paying a little bit more for a papaya on the side of the road. We're talking about the big items. Now, there's two types of Gringo pricing, okay? Two types. There's Ticos who Gringo price you, okay? Those are the Ticos. Those are the locals. Those are the ones that can smell your Gringo-ness. It's oozing from your body. And you have to expect, this is what they do. This is who they are. They're going to try to separate you from your money. That's what they do. So you see a Tico, and you already kind of, your hair should be sticking up in the back of your head, being aware of what's happening. Because they're going to be salesmen before they're your friends. They're thinking of commissions before they're your friends. You think you're friends. I'm just saying, in their mind, you're a commission or and they're a salesman. So they're coming across as a friend, but trust me, it's a sales. It's like the car salesman. It's like a car salesman. You always got to kind of worry about the overzealous Tico. The one that comes into maybe the bar and he's got pretty good English. He can help you out. That guy. So you want to be aware of him. And then there's the ones that aren't even that good at it. They're just like, they own maybe 5 rental properties. You go up to them and they just pick a number from the sky. They're very nonchalant. Yes, that apartment is $17,000 a month. They don't even care. They're just throwing something at the wall and seeing if you're stupid enough to stick to it. So as far as the Ticos are concerned, it's kind of an expectation. You kind of should already know that that's probably happening. I don't want to say you shouldn't trust, but it should be in the back of your head that what they're saying is not necessarily true and they have a different agenda, okay? Now, the worst type of Gringo pricing are the Gringos, man. The Gringos are the worst. They are the worst. Because you know what they do? They know the manipulation. They do come across as your friend. They do come across as your connection. They do come across as like your confidant, and they're the worst kind. And most people that get Gringo priced, it's usually from them, that group. That guy that was, brought up in the town next to yours will totally rip you off, man. It's sad. It's actually sad. Okay, so here's what happens. So whether it's a Tico or a Gringo, you somehow, and this can be on the internet as well. So whether you're in Costa Rica or you're on the internet, you somehow get in touch with a contact person. Usually Gringo, but can definitely be Tico. Okay, this is the guy you're asking questions to. Okay, it can be anything. What are properties? What are the fun places to live in Costa Rica? Where do you live? I mean, this can take all kinds of variances on how this happens and how this person, whoever it is, can be a contact. It can be me. I could be that person. I could be your contact. Okay, so think of it like that. I could be the contact, somebody on the internet, but again, Tico or Gringo contact. So what happens is, you start talking to this person, you're kind of getting massaged psychologically. Okay, you're getting massaged psychologically. And this is exactly where you throw what I'm about to say under the bus. Michael, seriously, this guy's cool, man. They went through the same thing. They understand. They're just trying to help me out. No, they get it. No, I have faith in them. You know, they had trust issues too, and they know that I'm new, and they're going to help me. So what happens is your judgment is out the window, man, because you all of a sudden, no, he's cool, Michael. This is where you need my 5 things I'm about to say even more, because this is where it all breaks down to everybody that comes here. Is the contact person becomes friends, trust, confidence. Okay? Okay, so now the next thing is, it's funny. No matter how much research, how much homework you do, you think about what you're going to do in a situation, and you go over it and over it and over it for however long you go over it. When it comes down to the decision, it can be as random as anything. It can be knee-jerk. It can be total spur of the moment. Where'd that come from? I thought I was going to say no all those times. I just said yes. What is that? It's a whole psychological thing we're not going to get into now, but people, think about it. We do this. We think we got it all laid out, and then the thing comes, and we say something just, what? Why'd I say yes when I meant no? So, and then you combine that with the contact person, okay? Because he's got that, he's massaged you psychologically, so that kind of can put you over the edge too, but not necessarily. It doesn't have to be that guy. But for some reason, something changes in you when the decision needs to be made. You've changed it, even though you've done all this homework. You spent a year watching my videos. Like this one. You'll watch this video, you'll know what I'm about to say, but at some point it breaks down, and when that guy goes, yeah, it's $1,000 a month, yeah, I'll take it, I want it, yeah, that's fair. And you're, what? Understand? Okay, so I want to tell you a quick story before I get to the 5 rules, the things. Okay, I have an acquaintance down here. He pretty much does what Travel Costa Rica now does. He sells tours, he puts together packages, he's a go-to guy. He's not maybe on a smaller scale than us, but he lives down here, he makes money, he's good and stuff. So he is what I guess you could call, he becomes a contact person. And he definitely plays the friend card. So what he does is, so if you write him, get a relationship with him, and hey, can you find me a place in Nuevo Arenal? And he says, yes, absolutely. And he will find it. He will find it. So he will find a place in Nuevo Arenal. He'll call the guy or look or whatever, and the owner of the property will say, well, that's $500. Now, mind you, it could already be being Gringo priced, okay? Maybe it could have went for $400, but saying $500. So this guy writes his friend back or whatever, talks to him. He could be down here. It doesn't have to be on the internet. Yeah, that place is $650 a month. So he just tacked on his $150. Now remember, per month, he's going to try 1 or 2 things. He's either going to say, hey man, this guy that owns the house lives out of town, just pay me every month and I'll pay him. Don't even worry about it. We're friends. You can trust me, whatever. You know it, so just pay. He'll either do that and the person will say, yeah, I'll just give you the money, no problem. Obviously that's stupid, but you'd be surprised. So, but some people go, no, why would I give you the money when I give the guy that owns it? So, the guy will call the owner and go, hey, I charge more. I'm going to kick you back some extra money, but the guy's going to give you this amount, but you got to give me this. So it ends up being the owner gets $525, and then my acquaintance guy gets 100, what is that, 125 per month. Now let's do 1 year. So in 1 year, this person overpaid just in rent $3,000. Okay? You follow me? Now, I'm not saying that's a scam down here, and I'm not even saying that happens all the time. I'm just trying to let you know that there's about 1,000 ways that Ticos and Gringos can separate you from your money. That's just one way, okay? So, what do we do? What do we do? These can be hard to do because of what I said prior, but this is what you have to do. First of all, do not do anything over the internet. Do not give deposits. I'm not talking about if you're going to stay in a place for 2 days. I'm not talking about vacations or like you found a rental property, you're going to be down there for 4 days. I'm talking about long-term stuff, okay? You're not doing that. Get all the information you want. Talk to the guy as much as you want, but totally ghost him and just have the information so you like his place, but you're not booking. You're not doing nothing, okay? But you got the information. You know how much he told you, okay? So, but again, rule number 1, you are not doing nothing over the internet. 0, except finding out stuff. Info, how much something, maybe that rental property went for, okay? Number 2, your contact person. We'll just go with me because it's easier. Checks and balances. I don't care who the contact person is. Tico, Gringo. You've talked to him for 3 months. He's friends. You've had beers with him. You need to get a second opinion. You know, it's like your family. Your family. You do business with your family. You shouldn't need a contract. But you do. You gotta have one. The closer they are, the more you need the contract, the more you need checks and balances. So whoever your contact person is, your go-to person, you need another one. You need somebody kind of going, hey, I was hearing, this was this amount, or I heard this lawyer's. You got a second opinion, at least 2, another one. Now, okay, so 2. I was going to say something else, forget it. So yeah, second opinion, right? Number 3. I've been telling you guys this for, 10 years, and nobody really tells you this. You need to go to the area that you are interested in, whether you want to buy property or land or you're going to rent. You need to go to this location. Get a cheap hostel, stay in somebody's 1-bedroom, do whatever for a week. Go into bars, talk to people, walk around. You will find a rental. Now, so go to the place. I know when it's another country and you're sitting in the United States, but Michael, I need a place. I'll feel so much more comfortable. Yeah, well, you're going to pay for it. You do it over the internet or you don't follow this. Go to the place. I can't say this strong enough. Okay, so that was number 3. So number 4. So you see the for rent or the say alquila is for rent. You see the sign. You see the phone number. Do not call them. You're a gringo. They know you're a gringo. They can smell you over the phone. You need a Tico to make the call. Now, this kind of sucks, but it's just checks and balances. That Tico, I've heard this. This has happened in front of me when we were buying a car. Hey, I got someone to buy a car. You better give me a commission on it, but do you have that car for sale? They'll say work it in real quick. They're already working on a commission. It sounds like a 2-minute phone call. You got to be careful of that price with that guy even calling. So you need to find someone you can halfway trust at least, and then maybe have another person that's not connected to this one call again on that number to see if that is the actual price of the rental. And that, because when a Tico calls, they're going to give the Tico the real price of the rental. You still may be able to negotiate that. I'm just saying, a Tico calls, it's $400. Gringo calls $7. Okay? And it's even worse in buying houses. Seriously, they will add $100,000, $150,000 to houses. Unbelievable, right? Okay, so now, when buying or renting or all those, check the places around you. Just go to the next door neighbor. Broken Spanish, use your translator. How much did you pay for this? Have the Tico friend ask him. And then he knows you're kind of paying attention, so he has to watch when he actually makes a call because you kind of know. So you need to check property around you, rentals around you, the things that you're buying around you, or what the norm is. You do these 5 things. 5 things. Pretty easy, right? You'd be surprised how hard they are. And it's going to break down when I told you, when you throw me under the bus because you made a friend. Trust me on that. So it's hard to get to these 5. I could save you hundreds, if not thousands of dollars if you do these 5 things when buying property, buying land, finding a rental, and even if you get into finding a business to get into and purchasing bigger items. All these basically apply in one way or the other. All right, man, that's it. That's it, man. Everything, the skinny on Gringo Pricing. I take PayPal. Hey, guys, things are going to start popping up. Watch more living here type videos that we do, man. We tell the real deal, all right? Pop, pop, pop. I'm Michael Allen, travelcostarica.com. Peace, guys. Oh, it definitely helps, man. You just got to do it. Damn, my teeth look good.